Hey Jordan Bellamy, what's up? I hope this thing is working. Sorry, I'm still setting up the technical side of stuff here. Alright, almost there, folks. There you go. Little TOTK action, nice. That was pretty much my routine when I was doing the dad thing. As soon as the kids went to bed, it was game time. Alright, I think we're all squared away here. I look like I'm about where I'm supposed to be. Okay, that's more like it. So, thanks for joining me. Oh, wow, where do I even start? I think I left my character exactly in the spot we were in when I cut video last week on Sunday. Let's see here, I got my 2 stamina wheels bought. Nice, nice. Guys, the first thing I thought of when I logged in today was I keep forgetting the stupid Korok seed on top of the Temple of Time. Someday I'll make my way back over there and pick that up. But now that I've got the inventory, the stamina, yeah, it looks like it's rainforest time. So folks, I will go ahead and do my normal introduction here in just a second. And then we'll get this party started. Oh, before I get into all that. Actually, no, I'll talk about that after we get started here. Alright, so before we actually get into it, I should tell you all, the couple that are watching right now, I'm gonna try doing a little something different tonight. Maybe make it a little more interactive. I don't know, we'll have to see what you think about that. You might have to let me know in comments separately. Welcome back, folks. Level Up Royal here with you once again. And guys, it is Master Mode time, my favorite time of the weekend. So we just finished up here, I got the gold rupee, and last Sunday I was actually looking around for that Hearty Durian, and guys, I don't know what I was thinking. It must have been just, you know, I was having a real brain fart there, but it's actually over here, the Hearty Durian I was thinking. It's probably like right there, you know, just next to that bad boy nest. The Hearty and Durian tree, you can actually see it on the map. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about, you know, not looking at the map when I was having that issue on Sunday. But there's also like a Hearty radish over here and some other goodies. So folks, it's going to be quite a video. We got quite a lot in store. I'm going to be heading right out to the rainforest. We're going to be getting our Phantom our Phantom Ganon Armor. And, or, you know, sometimes they call it the evil set or whatever. I don't really know what else to call it. I just call it the bone suit. Alright, so last week I was mentioning we would probably be doing things just a little bit differently in this video. For one, I'm more prepared. I've got my water over here. And I try to think of all the funny little things that, you know, tend to get me in trouble when I'm live and not thinking ahead. So I'm, you know, set up. And another thing I'm going to try doing today is, guys, I'm going to be getting into some combat. So, as rusty as I am at Breath of the Wild here, I mean, you know, I'm shaking the rust off, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, you know, there's room for improvement. So, what I'm going to do is just try a little bit of positive reinforcement. If I die, I am going to force myself to eat spinach. I do not like spinach. So that should really help to reinforce, you know, me thinking about what I did wrong and how I died, and hopefully try to prevent that in the future. Now, you know, ironically, I did not think ahead and bring said spinach out to my table here, so if I do die, I will have to go into the kitchen to get said spinach. But that's okay. Hey, what's up, Brad? How you doing? Glad you could make it. Alright. Let the party begin. Now, these are blackies. This is not your normal, everyday... Really. Wow, that leaf is right in my way. I don't know, maybe he didn't see me. I am wearing my Majora's Mask there. So yeah, this is going to be quite a fight as compared to normal mode. You know, these things being black instead of blues, I think, is what they were initially. This is going to test your combat right here. So what I like to do is just kind of go to town, you know, get them on ice. Get my damage multiplier when I, you know, knock them off, and then the fall damage also helps add to that. Now, it's Master Mode, so, you know, a lot of that's going to re-heal. So for right now, what I'm going to do is just try not to do combat, and see if I can just kind of get away with Majora's Mask, and avoid that altogether. I would probably normally rather put them on ice, just to give me some more freedom here to, you know, loot, break crates, not have to worry about anything. There it is. Yep, there it is. Alright, so... Oh, he came down to say hello. He beat me here. Okay, I'm going to come back to this. There's really nothing in those crates that's worth dying over. But there is my Hearty Durian tree, guys. And look at me, I just tried to do the tool and sneeze. So for those of you that are playing Tears of the Kingdom, and or watching my Tears of the Kingdom videos, you probably just saw that I released the Lightning Temple. Guys, that was about a 2.5 hour long video. I was getting lost in there, turned around. I had forgotten like half the mirror puzzles. I really should have probably did a dry run before making that recording. But that's why that was like a 5-minute long blooper reel. So if you haven't already done so, give that blooper reel a watch. It's a good time. Alright, so I mentioned Hearty Durian, which I already scooped up. And there should also be... Whoops. There you are. Hearty Radish. Big Hearty Radish at that. Nice. And I did say I was gonna, you know, make a better effort to try to stamp all these. Guys, I talked about it many, many times in my first walkthrough of Breath of the Wild here. I was like, oh yeah, someday, you know, I'm gonna make that, that radish map. And then I ran out of stamps, and then, you know, shiny rocks and all that other stuff. And it just never got done. So here in Master Mode, I'm gonna try to be a little bit more conservatory with my stamps, so that I can really get, you know, some of the other maps completed that I really wanted to focus on from before. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a move on. Now, just to show you on the map, I'm going to follow this road. And guys, if you're riding a horse, it's going to make this real simple. This road is going to take us right out to where the tower is. And this is real rough math here. And it's going to be right around there somewhere. And, you know, there's other stuff in the area. You know, it's not just the stuff I'm scooping up. There's more of these gemstones, you know, in the area. Matter of fact, on this side, I think it's got a Lizzle guarding, perhaps. Possibly. It's been a minute now. But, you know, the Majora's Mask should help us kind of get in, get out. What's up, Doc? I don't know. Is he aggroed on me? Doesn't seem like it. Hey, he's not shocking me or anything. Nice! And look at that weapon he's holding. I kind of want it. So here we go. Now, I don't have attack power meal, so normally I should wait on all this, you know. I should go to the rainforest, get my bananas. Look at me trying to tip arrows. Yeah, it's okay. We'll get through it. And that is why I wanted to hit Hestu before coming out here, guys. There's a lot more to be had. Now, I consider that a royal weapon because, you know, it's close enough in attack power. And just, you know, in case you're not familiar with this, I have got right there. So that is the royal broadsword equivalent. Now, the difference is, you know, I think the royal broadsword's like 38. So, you know, like I said, close enough. But the damage on that thing, it's going to break real quick, as where, you know, your royal weapons won't. So yeah, the attack power is there, but the durability absolutely is not there. So for the folks that are watching right now, are there any topics you want me to cover? And before I actually, you know, start answering those questions, maybe I'll give you guys a minute to stew on that question. Somebody asked in comments, I can't remember the name, folks, I apologize, but asked, you know, I guess they were paying attention to that spiel I gave on the whole silver enemies, you know, the building up the KO credit, going out on hunts, killing, you know, trying to beef up that hidden stat. And, you know, I said it's really not, you know, that urgent in master mode because the enemies come, you know, the blood moons come. You don't really need to grind for it. But they asked a question, and I had kind of even forgotten to mention it, gold enemies. So the question was, like, you know, do you still have to go out on hunts for gold enemies? And the answer to that, or the way I answered it, was yes and no. So it depends on how fast you want those gold enemies to come. So just like in regular mode, folks, if you wanted your silver enemies super quick, then the answer is yes. You know, you need to go out on hunts. Just do a bunch of killing, get that hidden KO stat built up as quickly as possible. And, you know, sooner or later you'll start getting your silver spawn-ins. So guys, you know, that same rule kind of applies here in Master Mode. You know, yeah, the silver enemies are already here and stuff, but the gold enemies, you know, if you really are wanting those, then yes, the hunts will absolutely get those gold enemies to spawn into your game that much quicker. Now, if you're wondering, like, well, what's gold enemies? So basically, you know, in regular mode, you've got, you know, the regular progression of enemies. You got your reds. You know, it's the easiest. You've got your blues, a little tougher, but still pretty easy. You've got, you know, after the blues, you got the black. And then, you know, as soon as you get that KO credit built up high enough, you'll start seeing the silvers. And then that's where it ends in regular mode. Here in Master Mode, it goes one step further, and that's going to be gold enemies. And guys, you know, it's pretty much the same. They're tougher. They got more health. They're tankier. They drop, you know, gemstones and all the other fun loot, you know, just the same as the silvers. So really it's just, you know, more for the monster parts, I guess, the gemstones. And of course, not to mention the weapons are all going to be amped up and bumped, you know, bonuses and whatnot. So, I don't know, you know, to me, in Master Mode, gold enemies isn't so, like, gimme, you know? Because once you got the silvers already spawning in, you know, there's your gemstones and stuff, there's your monster parts. You know, the weapon progression will come with the hidden stat of KO credit. So, you know, after all that's done and said, the gold enemies, yeah, it's fun. Yeah, we're gonna, you know, do all that, but it's not a rush for me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So yes, gold enemies. Now the one thing I don't understand about Master Mode is everything has a gold enemy. So you'll have gold Bobkins, you know, gold Lynels, but no gold Hinox. In fact, I don't even think there's a silver Hinox. So that's something, you know, if I could talk to the guy that owns Nintendo just for 10 minutes, that would definitely be one of the questions on the short list. Like, how come there was never any silver or gold Hinox? Alright, folks, so there it is. Piece number 1 of our Phantom Ganon. I need to unstick my brain from that word. I said gammon once wrong, you know. And then it's like, ever since then, it's gammon. That's like my go-to. See, I don't know, just, you know, question, it bugs me. This is the kind of stuff that keeps me up at night. But yeah, I'm all ears. You guys feel free to shout out if there's anything you want me to cover. If there's something that you really enjoyed from my first playthrough and, you know, you're kind of wanting to know why I haven't discussed that yet in this one. I am all ears. Alright, I think I'm about to lose map here. Yeah, I'm already out of map. So there were 2 Korok seeds here. One under the bridge, which my stamp must be blocking. Did I not get the one under the bridge? Oh, I didn't finish them. Silly me. You guys probably caught onto that right away. Alright, there it is. See, I'll go ahead and try to mark that other chest just a little bit better. So that is a DLC chest, folks. If you do not have the downloadable content, sadly, you will not be able to get the Phantom Ganon Armor. Gammon. I'm going to have a gammon counter. If I can figure out how to do that with the lives. So yeah, I love that thing. Bone attack up, stealth. It's an awesome set. It's probably my favorite one in the game, you know, if I'm being honest. Alright, the whole reason I walked back out on this bridge was so I could stamp that sucker. Okay, so yeah, the DLC chests, and they're identifiable in my gameplay, because you'll see this red-looking thing with the EX on it. So just for future reference, if you see me open one of those, and I forget to say it was a DLC chest, that'll be your giveaway. Here it is, guys, the rainforest. I know you don't see my feet right now, but my toes are wiggling. Oh, funny blooper moment. So I was doing a recording of my Lego Fortnite stuff, and guys, I'm loving that game. Like, you know, there's 2 sides of the game. You can do survival, you can do just, you know, sandbox where it's no fighting or anything, you don't have to die, and it's just building, like creativity and building, and it's so much fun. Like, me and my friends get on there. Some of you guys have actually caught some of those videos. So anyway, I was building a new ride for my theme park, you know, and man, I was getting it done. You know, I was building, it was working. I got some awesome recording footage of, like, the thing going around in circles, and, you know, just having fun with it. And then, you know, I went back to make sure it recorded, and it did. The problem was, I thought I had shut the little picture-in-picture off, so I didn't think I was in it. So I was sitting there, you know, in my boxer shorts. The camera wasn't even pointed the right way. Like, you were just basically looking at my lower body the whole time. So, yeah. And you might be thinking, well, that's no big deal. You know, just build another one and, you know, re-record it. Yeah, I'm going to have to. But the problem is they did an update since then, and now the thing won't work. Like, it just blows up every time I try to build a new one. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to reconcile that just yet. You know, I might have to, like, you know, maybe block that little window out and, like, show something in that window. I don't know, maybe my emblem or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Or maybe, like, a little censored bar. I think that would be funny. But yeah, talk about pulling a me. I don't know how else to call that. Okay, I always like to get rid of the bats here first, so that I only have to deal with the dancing idiot over there. And before I like to deal with him, I try to kind of sneak in here, put an Octorok balloon down, so I can get this updraft opened up. I don't think I had to bomb that. Or maybe I did, I don't remember. I think if you bomb it, it, like, glows better. But I honestly can't remember, so we're about to find out. Or maybe you don't break that one. Okay, you do not break this one. Disregard. So yeah, I like to use the updraft, you know, just to kind of cut down on the climbing. And I like to just kind of hurry up and get up here. I honestly don't know if the Majora's Mask protects us from this dude. Maybe after I get the tower, I'll go back down there and fool around with him a little bit so I can answer that question for y'all. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break from the screen, catch up on comments here. Good question, Brad. Honestly don't know. These blood moons are coming so fast in Master Mode. Probably not. There's probably going to be another one before I, you know, get to that point. I'm hoping not. You know, I haven't been killing a ton of stuff, so we'll see what happens. It's going to be close. It's either going to hit right before I'm ready, you know, or it's going to hit, like, right after. Alright, folks, here it is, my favorite tower, and I have missed this. So, Tears of the Kingdom, you know, you come over here, and the only thing waiting for you is, like, gloom hands and a bunch of sadness. So, yeah, we're back. We're back, baby. Thanks for the question, Brad. The dancing idiots are the biggest... Yeah, right? Probably my least favorite enemy in the whole game of Breath of the Wild is those stupid elemental wizards, or I don't know. I think they could have done a much better job on those things. At least made them drop decent loot, you know, something. Good weapons, I don't know. The only thing I really even like from those dudes is the Blizzard Rod, and that's only because it does a lot of ice damage in a radius. So, you know, if you get into a pickle, you can swing that thing one time and everything around you is, like, just frozen. So that's really the only thing I even like those enemies for. Yeah, them freaking gloom hands, man, you're not kidding. They definitely did us dirty. I've actually discussed that with a lot of you guys in comments. Yes, sir, it is. That is a good updraft to have indeed. Alright, folks, so I was saying this is my favorite tower. Now, before I go over there and do my normal thing, I kind of want to see if this mask is going to kind of keep us out of this guy's... Nope! That answered that pretty quick. Alright, so what I'm probably going to do here is just ignore him and warp. I don't know if that'll reset the fact that he's aggroed on me or not. I'm so glad I planned ahead. You guys have no idea how thirsty I get doing these recordings, and then there's no water here, and I don't want to take a break. And even though it's almost like 10 o'clock at night, I have coffee sitting here too, just because I'm me, you know, and then I'll be laying there in bed wondering why I can't fall asleep. Ain't gonna be the first time, and it won't be the last. Okay, so it looks like warping has reset the dancing idiot. Now, there's some more goodies down there, but yeah, I'll come back to that. You know, this being Master Mode, I'm just kind of locked in right now to certain things. For one, the Durians. For two, the, you know, enemy chests, things like that. Remember me? Gotta love that damage multiplier. So in addition to, you know, getting things on ice so you're not dealing with a million things at the same time, breaking the frozen enemies, that's really what gets you a head start on that damage. Especially here in Master Mode when you're only singling one enemy out at a time. Start that damage while they're frozen. You know what, I might as well do stuff like that. And I know it takes a second, guys, but this is a good way to get bundles of wood built up. Because you're going to need lots and lots of bundles of wood. And I don't remember what that exact number is, but I remember you do need like 55 just for Tarrytown. And that's a big number of, you know, wood. And then there's other stuff you need bundles of wood for. I can't even remember what now. There's Tarrytown, that's a big wood requirement. Wow, it's eluding me. I know there's something else, so that definitely needs a lot of bundles. So yeah, anyway, bundles of wood. Might as well start collecting them now. Every time I, you know, see an easy opportunity to knock trees over for fruit, you know, durians, apples, whatever the case may be. I always just use that as a regular farming opportunity for those bundles of wood. And I'm loving my 2 bombs, guys. Loving my 2 bombs. A little time consuming to do this, but you know, you're saving your weapons. It's just all the way around the way to go. Yeah, that blizzard rod. Honestly, right after I'm done in the rainforest here, I'm going to make a beeline straight north, guys. We're going to go right up to Hestu again, rainforest. But it's not or not the rainforest, my words. The hidden forest. That's not right either. The Lost Woods. There it is. So yeah, the Lost Woods. Yeah, there's Hestu, but that's not the main reason I want to go out there. The main reasons are going to be the Blizzard Rod, and it's also going to be for a Lynel bow. I mentioned that. We're going to get a good, heavy-duty 3-shot bow, and it's going to be a mighty Lynel bow, so it's not, you know, the best of the best, but it's going to be a good, strong bow. And that's going to be the bow that I'm going to go kill that, the Great Plateau Lynel with. So again, that's going to be super quick and easy to do. We're just going to shoot straight up north. And that bow, there's actually 2 of them on the way-ish. One of them is on the bridge right before you cross the river where the stable's going to be up there in the woodlands or whatever that's called. Right before you get to the Lost Woods. It's one of the balloon chests for Master Mode. So yeah, we're definitely going to scoop that thing up. And then we're going to get that Lynel killed. That might actually even be tonight. Depending on how quick I can get through the rainforest here, get my super suit. I've already got my Dragon Ball Moblin Club, so we are ready. You know, assuming I can actually make it there in time, that's getting done tonight. Alright guys, as you can see, lots and lots of goodies here. Now, I'm wearing my Majora's Mask, you know, that gives me that disguise. And unfortunately, the Phantom Ganon Armor, did I say that right? Phantom Gammon, jeez. I'm going to have to, like, write that on the chalkboard 10 times until I get it right. Or maybe I should be eating spinach every time I say that wrong. Nah, bad idea. I'd never stop eating spinach. Anyway, the bad thing about the Phantom Ganon Armor is, maybe you should say that 5 times fast, is, yes, it says, you know, disguise bone attack up, but the disguise doesn't mean disguise as good as the Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask, you can pretty much walk into, you know, Bad Boy Nest or whatever, and as long as a bat doesn't give you away or something silly like that, you're good. You know, you're not discovered. But when you're wearing the Phantom Ganon Armor, unfortunately, it doesn't quite have that same effect. It'll only really keep you safe from, like, the bone monsters that pop up. Thanks, Brad. Yep, that's it right there. The house. So now maybe I got my numbers wrong on the wood. I think the house is 30 bundles of wood. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then I think Terrytown is 55. So that's a big number, you know, when you're talking about bundles of wood. That's why I say, you know, you might as well start collecting them now. That way when, you know, you're doing Terrytown and or you're trying to get Link's house done, you're not walking around for, you know, 3.5 hours like yours truly, getting the bundles of wood you needed that you could have been getting all along. Alright guys, I am almost through my little area here. And I gotta admit, it was nice coming back to my little sweet spot here. First time in a long time. No gloom hands. Got the Durians. Another thing I notice about TOTK is I have never seen a Hearty lizard spawn on this spot. They spawn around, like especially in the caves and stuff, but I've never seen one here. And I don't know if that's because of the gloom hands, you know, if that's just always making it run away if they even do spawn here. Not really sure. Oh yeah, good point, Jordan. Those blizzard rods with the bumps, you know, especially like, well, the durability is nice because you get to hold on to it longer, but the attack up on them, like you do that initial blast, wowzers, you get a good head start on damage there. So yeah, guys, I'm ready. I'm really ready to get into the game here. Low battery. Okay, yeah, my laptop is getting low and my controller is getting low. So another little funny moment I had, I was doing a recording with my friend, and we were actually doing it live. It was impromptu. It was my theme park recording that I did with commentary. Yeah, the laptop died. That was a great time. Mid-sentence, too. Yeah, he was recording. He was wondering where in the heck I went. Alright, so you saw I picked up a big hearty radish there. Now, guys, we need to get up here, you know, but not just yet. So what I'm probably going to do is do this slightly different. You know, regular mode, I got up here and I did some things, you know. Lots of loot up here. Treasure chests, you know, Koroks seeds, all sorts of good stuff up here, especially in the water, you know. But for right now, I think I'm just going to kind of, you know, go through. We've got a piece of the Phantom Ganon Armor over here somewhere. It's like behind a statue. This is going to be real rough, so I'll adjust that stamp when the time comes. Actually, we will make that a pin. How's that? And then right down here somewhere by a waterfall. Can't remember which one it is. It's either this one or this one. We're going to start up here. If it's not this one, then it's the one below. But I'd rather start higher and work my way down. It's much easier to get down than it is to try to climb back up to where you were in the rain. Thanks, Jordan. Yeah, you know, I really tried to think ahead. Right off the Great Plateau, you know, I was trying to remember to say these things. I didn't get everything said. But, you know, I hope I said enough to give you guys a real good, you know, head start in the game. You know, hoping in the long run to save you a ton of time. You know, running around in hindsight, trying to gather what all you needed. DMC or DLC? Downloadable content. Is that what you're asking, Jordan? Oh, I see. You're responding to Brad's question. I totally read right over that. The castle. Yeah, that's a nice little spot. You're right. That's all in one little spot there in the castle. The Blizzard Rod, the Royal Bow, DMC. Dragonbone Moblin Club. Right? Yeah, I've actually never seen that acronym, so that kind of threw me off too. Yeah, Dragonbone Moblin Club. There's actually quite a few in the castle, but yeah, in that one little spot, there's actually quite a lot of goodies in that one little spot, so... Yeah, we'll be doing a castle raid too. When we're armed up for that, you know, we'll go there to do some monster part farming, you know, for all the same reasons I used to go into, you know, the castle before. Alright guys, there's actually a cave here. I don't know if I got this in my regular playthrough. But since I'm thinking about it now, we're definitely going to go ahead and cave dive here. Hey, what's up, Sean RF? Happy Saturday indeed. Welcome, good to see you. So, I was actually asking the crowd a bit ago if there's anything that I haven't really talked about here in Master Mode so far. You know, because my brain just bounces around and then I forget. For example, somebody had brought up the golden enemy, so I went ahead, you know, and set a spiel on that. So yeah, if there's any other topics here that are Master Mode specific that I haven't covered yet, or maybe something that, you know, I took the time to cover in my regular walkthrough by now that I have... you know, thus far forgotten about so far, you know, please feel free to bring up topics. I'd love to chat with you guys about that stuff. So, you know, my Tears of the Kingdom walkthrough, it's going, guys. You know, I just got that Lightning Temple done. I feel like I'm finally starting to make some progress on that game. It has been slow going. Wow. But, you know, now that I got that temple done, that's 2 of the 4 regionals. So I have a feeling I'll be wrapping up that Tears of the Kingdom walkthrough here pretty soon. I got the 2 more regionals to do, and then after that it's just like, you know, The regular storyline, you know, going to get the 5th Sage, the robot thing that I really don't like, to be honest. But, you know, it's part of the game, so I gotta get it done. And then just shrines and, you know, just random stuff, so... Yeah, the Tears of the Kingdom, you know, hopefully once I get that done, that'll free up some time for some other stuff. And then maybe I can do more fun videos for TOTK, you know, like hunt-type stuff, or top 10 this and top 10 that, or X, Y, and Z ranked, or just, you know, whatever. I'm sure people will give me ideas, but it'll definitely be nice not to have to stress about, you know, trying to learn the game as I'm trying to do a walkthrough that actually sounds, you know, halfway intelligent. Not yet, Sean RF. That's definitely on the to-do list here, though. As soon as I get the bone suit, you know, and get my bananas cooked up, yes, we are definitely going to divert for a quick and easy Hinox kill. And I do believe that, you know, Master Mode, that's a black Hinox, but, you know, it'll die just the same. So, yeah, definitely going to go ahead and get my hands on the goods over there. And it's going to feel great doing that. I do miss that early game kill that BOTW offers. What's up, Game Dreamer? Good to see you, man. Or lady. Not quite sure the gender on that one. Thank you. Appreciate that. TOTK versus BOTW. Tough question. Tough question. I probably like them both better for different reasons. I like Breath of the Wild better because I like the strategy that I built around the entire gameplay. You know, going off the Great Plateau, arming up, suiting up, eating up, going out on hunts, you know, right off the Great Plateau. You know, you don't even have to do anything. You can literally do that before you even do a Divine Beast. Tears of the Kingdom, I suppose you can kind of sort of do the same thing, but it's not the same deal. You know, there was a whole strategy built around that Breath of the Wild specific. Tears of the Kingdom just didn't give me that same feeling. So, you know, for that, I'm going to have to say overall, probably Breath of the Wild. The thing I liked about Tears of the Kingdom more was storyline. Now, yes and no on that too. You know, that there were some elements of the storyline I liked, you know, about one game versus the other better. But overall, again, you know, I liked how Tears of the Kingdom really just brought a lot of just random things in. You know, the depths, the Yiga stuff was funny. You know, following the Master Koga around, and I really liked the final fight here in Breath of the Wild. That was just, for lack of a better term, it was just depressing. You know. I don't know. Tears of the Kingdom, I actually enjoyed the final fight. I found it fun, exhilarating. I actually reloaded, saved, and did it all, you know, again, and I would never do that in Breath of the Wild. So again, you know, both games have their strengths, and both games have the things I don't like, but overall, I would probably have to land on Breath of the Wild if I had to pick one. There it is, guys. Piece number 2. Booyah. Getting close, folks. I can already smell that Hinox. And all his freaking toenails. Uh-oh, I took my Majoras off there. Alright, let's catch up on comments here. Yeah, you can do that too, Sean. You don't even have to kill it. I just do it for, you know, because I can. But yeah, if you really wanted to, you could, you know, totally save on the parts and stuff. So guys, I showcase this a lot in my regular playthrough, but if you're wearing full stealth, you can actually fly on top of the Hinox. Now, you can't super speed, you know, you gotta just walk around normal speed. But you can walk around on their bellies, it's pretty funny. And you can just pick up all the loot, and then walk off and just, you know, go about your day. They never even wake up. I did it one time, Jordan. I did 100% BOTW. It was just a curiosity thing. And, you know, back in the day there, I was doing all my experimenting, trying to figure out how the game worked, you know, so it was just part of my experimentation mode. I wanted to know what constituted, you know, what counts toward that 100%, what doesn't. You know, I was thinking things that should have counted absolutely did not, like treasure chests. And then other things I didn't think would count did, like discovering map locations. Well, that was a problem because I was missing one freaking map location. I knew it only had to be one because I was at 99%. So I'm like, okay, it can't be anything else. It's got to be one map location, you know. It's driving me bat crap. Anyway, I finally found it. It was over in the wetlands somewhere. There was some obscure little map marker that I just didn't quite walk, you know, in the right spot to activate. Once I did that, the game 100%ed. Now, to do that in a walkthrough, you know, I could probably do that in the master mode here. You know, it would be a big game, but yeah, it could be done. So I don't know. That's a good question. I'll stew on that. Oh, okay. Good to see you, Jackie L. Thanks for joining. I thought a lot about that horse name you helped me out with. Really appreciated that. LL Shock. Loving it. Yeah, Game Dreamer, that's a big job. So yeah, map markers, that's probably going to be, you know, the toughest part, especially when you're only missing one, because unfortunately you can't see. The game doesn't tell you what's missing, so yeah, have fun with that. My best advice is open up one of those, you know, online maps that show everything and then bump that to your map. And that's what, you know, ended up helping me to narrow that type of stuff down. But yeah, it's fun to do, so I definitely wish you luck on that. Elden Ring. I saw a preview for it and it looked beautiful. There's a lot of games, guys, that I want to play. But, you know, I made promises that I was going to do TOTK and I was going to finish it. I wasn't going to leave it half done, you know, like what I did with BOTW. So, yeah, there's tons of other games I want to play. That Elden Ring, that looked amazing. Another game that I really want to play and do a walkthrough for is Avatar. What do they call that? The Avatar of Pandora or Frontiers of Pandora or something. I bought it for my Xbox. I played it. It's fun. It's beautiful. It's absolutely breathtaking. It's gorgeous. It's everything the movies was and so much more. It's a beautiful game. The thing I don't really like about it is it feels kind of monotonous. It's like every time I log in to play it, it's like the same thing. Go here, kill these people. Go there, do that for that person. You know, it's not a game I can grind on every day. But it's definitely a fun game to play. And, you know, at some point I do want to, you know, sit down and play that and actually do a walkthrough for it. That Elden Ring, have never played it, but again, you know, just, it's one of those that... Ooh, he's here awful soon. Ouch. Okay, I just died. I gotta go eat spinach. Fairies count. I will be right back. I gotta go to the... Wait, that's not proper etiquette. I need to go water the tulips anyway. I will be right back. I need to find a better way in and out of this spot. Maybe someday I'll invest in like a proper, you know, office desk, you know, gaming chair. Be the real legit McCoy. Alright, so while I'm punishing myself, and you see I've got my organic girl. One thing I want to ask the good Lord when the day comes is, why didn't spinach taste like chocolate? I would have eaten that every day. I'm going to punish myself real good here. It's already reinforcing. Pay a little more attention next time and don't die. The good thing, this gives me a chance to catch up on comments. Yeah, the paraglider, the ability to climb. You know, it's hard to change around from one game to another when you get used to these superpowers like ascend, climbing, paragliding, the power of flight is a big deal in games. So, yeah, it's tough to do, switching around with games. You know, I've gotten kind of used to it because I've been doing it so much lately. But, that muscle memory still kicks in. You get into a situation and you go to reach for, a superpower and it's just not there. Good times, good times. Yeah, Jordan, I didn't think One Leaf was going to quite do it. I was worried. I was afraid, that if I didn't, get the full effect of the flavors, that it wouldn't, have its intended effect and keep me safe. Safety first. Yeah, that heart attack thing, Jackie L, you are not kidding. First playthrough, Breath of the Wild, I came across a Lynel, and of course I just ran away in terror, but, the day that I just finally cowboyed up, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to save the game. I'm just going to give it a try and see what happens. My heart was racing. I literally thought it was going to pound right out of my chest, you guys. Like, it was getting serious. Like, I had to push pause and sit here and be like, okay, like, am I about to have a heart attack? Like, do I need to call 911? It was getting real. But, in some time that kind of calmed down and went away. And I had to have that little talk with myself. Like, okay, this is a video game. It's not even real. What are you doing? It didn't help. But, I had the talk with myself anyway. All right, folks, before I get into this fist fight, there's a boat over there that I want. Now, this is a little bit tough. That's why I saved the game. I might have to eat another mouthful of spinach here in a second. But before I get into that, I want to see what else is going on. Yeah, you do have to chew on it for days because I don't know, it has to get down to a consistency. So I feel like a cow, grinding that down. Grab a scale for that shrine at the spring. Yeah, good call, Brad. I probably should do that. Yeah, we'll be seeing him again. Alright, guys, let's do this thing. So this is going to be a triple shot Forest Dweller's bow. So yeah, it's not going to be the cream of the crop bow, but it's going to be a good bow. Ah, nuts. That Octorok just ruined my day. Where are you at? You know what? You're gonna die, clown. If I can find him. Hopefully my enemies stay dead. Yes, they do. Where did he even go just now? Did he auto-die? No, that's a Lizzle. Okay. There's my dragon coming back. Durability! Nuts. I was really hoping for that attack power up. So 15 times 3. The Lynel bow I'm going after is 20 times 3. If I got the attack up on this, you know, I might not even have to go out there for that Lynel bow. I could have just used this. You know, I could reload, save, try it again, but that takes time. Oh, again, I'm in the water, so I'm about to eat more spinach. There I go. Why did I even do this stupid challenge? One fairy left. The cool thing about the dragons is even though you might be falling out of the sky, you know, dropping in altitude. Spinach is horrible, by the way. Tastes like I'm eating dirt. As soon as you lock onto him with an arrow, it'll give you a renewed updraft. So even if you don't want to, you know, shoot the dragon for scale or anything like that, you can always do it for the updraft if nothing else. Right, I'm just having a grand old time here. I think I'm gonna run myself out of stam and get a teleport back up topside here. I'm not quite sure what you're referring to anymore, if something counts for spinach. If I die or lose a fairy, which is like dying, yeah, that's going to cost me spinach. There goes my battery. Woo, I saved it. Laptop was down to 5%, which means like you only get 10 seconds left. So I nailed it. Alright guys, so enough about spinach and dead batteries. See, I got my scale, good to go. Okay, from here I'm going to get my final piece. I don't know why I put a pin way over here. Did I even do that? Oh yeah, that was when I tried to blind mark the tower there. I wasn't even close, was I? Holy guacamole, I was halfway across the map. Okay, that's my Hinox. Whoops, wrong buttons. So on the Xbox, the back button is the activate button on the Switch, and vice versa. It's a nightmare. So yeah, for now, I'll just go to the red pin there. We will get our third piece of the Phantom Ganon Armor. Wow. That's like the unique New York tongue twister. You gotta say it 5 times fast. It's like impossible. Or something as simple as saying like toy boat. Yeah, say that 5 times fast. It's even more impossible. So yeah, third piece of Phantom Ganon Armor. And then from there, guys, it's Hinox killing time. Now, I do want to activate a shrine here, you know, before I leave the rainforest. Hopefully I can remember to do that this time, because I tend to, you know, shiny rocket and totally forget to activate the shrine. And I get to, you know, travel all the way back to where I left off. The long way. Alright, folks, so third and final chest. Boom, baby. And I totally forgot to stamp the other one, which was right back there. True that, Jordan. Yeah, I'm not Yeah, that 1 heart penalty, I kind of do that on purpose, you know. And that's just to save time, you know, not have to eat meals of stamina to climb a wall or something silly. Yeah, it's kind of cheating, but... I mean, it's only a 1 heart penalty, so... I take full advantage of that fact. Alright guys, there it is. Disguised bone attack up, and I just let a beetle get away. Here in the rainforest, you got all 3 beetles. Another thing I absolutely love about BOTW, now it's raining here. So it's kind of funny that I'm even seeing them. That's hit and miss too, by the way. It's not like a hardened rule. And guys, I caught that a few times now in TOTK, same type of deal. I'm like, wait, that should not be there right now. It's either the wrong time of day, or it's raining, and there's a beetle, you know? So I don't know how that happens. Haven't quite figured that out yet. But, definitely a curiosity why sometimes I see, you know, beetles when they shouldn't be there. Another curiosity, you know, speaking of the devil, in TOTK, I hit Gold Rush Mountain, and I hit, God, I can't remember now what the other location was, but somebody in comments said they went back to a place that I had already covered, and, you know, they were following along. And there were NPCs there that weren't there before. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to have to go check that out. I think it was on the Great Plateau. So I was like, yeah, you know, I'll go check that out for sure. Well, I was also working on doing a video for TOTK. I want to do like a Beatles video, you know, where I can highlight some of these finds I've discovered. You know, I've caught them on video, thankfully, of, you know, beetles and stuff being in places and times where they shouldn't be. But I went back to Gold Rush Mountain to do that because there's a tree that has all the beetles, you know, over there by where the lake is, you know, and all the Fleet Lotus seeds. And wouldn't you know, there were NPCs there that were not there before. I'm like, wait a minute, you know, did I miss this, you know? Were those NPCs there before and I just didn't see them, you know, or I just wasn't paying attention? It really made me wonder. So I went back and rewatched my video, and those NPCs were absolutely not there. So guys, this is one of those reasons I wish I had grinded on the game, you know, before doing the videos. Because that's one of those puzzles that I would have just loved to try to figure out. You know, what are those NPCs doing there? And what happened in the game that made them spawn in? You know, that's a more important question. So anyway, you know, I don't know if I'm ever going to get around to, you know, experimenting around. Because I can't, you know, experiment the way I would, you know, if I wasn't trying to keep a save file for walkthrough purposes. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to, you know, do that just yet. Wow, he almost drilled me. So yeah, I don't know. If you guys have any thoughts on that, or, you know, if you happen to know... I don't think I can drop a bow in this situation. No. Yeah, I'd love to see that in comments here. You know, where are these NPCs coming from, and what's triggering that, more importantly. You know, I haven't Googled this, you know, I haven't gone through Reddits and stuff yet. I haven't done any research whatsoever, other than, you know, I've gotten as far as knowing that they show up, and I don't know why. But, you know, I talked to them. They didn't do anything. They didn't activate anything. Nothing got triggered. They didn't, you know, initiate any quests. So just really, really curious to know what that is all about. Do you get to vote for what I have to eat next when I die? I mean, I could tell you my top 10 list of most hated foods. But, I mean, I really despise carrots, you know? Raw carrots. You know, I can eat them cooked all day long, but just chomping on a carrot? Just the thought of that kind of gives me the spinal cord, nails on the chalkboard vibration thing. Okay, guys, I mentioned I wanted to activate a shrine here before we dealt with that Hinox, so I'm going to, you know, sidestep and do that real quick here. Now, there's lots to do here, so we're going to come back to this. You know, I'll go away, deal with the Hinox, and then I'll probably just come right back here, get some goods. And then we'll move on from here. I mean, no, wait, I love carrots. Yeah. Why don't we do chocolate? Yeah, you know, I'm not a big chocolate fan. I don't know, can I get away with that? You know, is it already too late? Alright, so go ahead and activate your travel gate. You know what, since we're here, I'm just going to do the shrine real quick. That'll save us time on the back end. Okay, guys, so honestly, pretty much any vegetable. Like, if I'm being honest, pretty much any vegetable just isn't pleasant, especially raw. You know, cooked, you know, I can get away with it, but I'm just not a big veggie person. I can eat fruit all day long. You know, don't get me wrong, I try to eat a healthy diet, but I don't know. Vegetables and me just have never really gotten along. It's a love-hate relationship. I love the health benefits, but definitely do not love the vehicle to get those health benefits. The Mugdula Guts quest or the Gleecock Guts quest? That's a good thought, Brad. That very well could be. You know, I don't have the... You know, I can't do it anymore, unfortunately. What was in that chest? I can't do it now, unfortunately. You know, I've already put down the hard saves, and it's already too late. But yeah, that would be a great thing to do, you know, start a new save. You know, this... A lot of guys ask, you know, how I figured this stuff out in BOTW. So basically, I would have a save file somewhere where those NPCs were not there. Then, you know, I would keep going back periodically, every day in Hyrule or something, you know, to see when they spawned in. And then I would be able to kind of narrow down from there what caused it to spawn in. You know, that can be a tedious and long process because the things that you're looking for aren't always what does it. So anyway, once I think I finally got it figured out, then I'll kind of go back and, you know, try to recreate that, you know, reload save. Okay, let's try that again. Let's do this and only this. And then go back to that spot, see if they're there. If they are not, then that wasn't it. Go back to the drawing board. And like I said, it can be a really long, really tedious process. But yeah, those are good thoughts. Those NPCs might be the result of one of the quests. It had to be something I did between Gold Rush Mountain and now because, you know, I was thinking maybe the regional, but I hadn't done the regional yet. I literally just did the Lightning Temple, so that ain't it. Alright guys, let's see if I can get my... This is always tough to do. I try to aim this thing, it doesn't, you know, it's not 100%. Get that sucker way up in the air, hold still. There it is. You might be wondering why I didn't bother to heal. That was another reason I kind of ducked into the shrine here so I could get a top off without wasting food ingredients. Okay, and as long as that chest is down here, holding this platform in place, you are good to go. Yeah, that's an important chest up there. Giant or just regular ancient core. I think I have 2 now. Okay, we got 2 now. Yeah, we need 3 for Hotno. So the third one I'm going to grab, I think I already got the one in the lake out here, is actually going to be right up here. That's another shrine I keep forgetting to go hit up. Let's see if I can remember. That'll get me pretty close. Whoops. So yeah, we're definitely going to go hit that up, and that'll be before we go to Hotno. I hate getting all the way out to Hotno and then realizing I forgot to go there for my third one, and then I'm at the Ancient Tech Lab, and then it hits me. I'm like, oh yeah, I've only got 2. Then, you know, you got to go sidetrack, and it's just kind of a pain. Yeah, you know, it's a funny thing about peas that you bring that up. When I talk to people about peas, it's either a love thing or a hate thing. People absolutely love peas or they absolutely hate peas, and I think it's a consistency thing. I've been told by the not lovers of peas that it's the mushiness. Like, something went horribly wrong on the inside of a pea. And I get that. Like, for me, that's tomatoes. Like, what is that stuff inside a tomato? Like, serious question. It's not fruit anymore. It's not water either. It's like the stuff the tomato didn't want and it didn't know how to get rid of. And it weirds me out, you know, eating it, knowing the tomato made a mistake somehow. Alright guys, I mentioned there were lots of goodies here, and there are. A lot of my firsts come from the rainforest crates, and I normally, you know, break these open on Bad Boy Nest and everything, but again, Master Mode, I do things a little bit differently. You know, this stuff isn't urgent, so it's one of those things, you know, I'll go get after I'm better armed up. I've got a nice big full inventory of Dragon Bone Moblin clubs. I don't think there's ever anything under this rock. Wow, check that out. Rupees, baby. Okay, and we could get the rubber armor and stuff, but yeah, like I said, there's a lot to do here in the rainforest. So we'll come back to this. One thing I do want to do is talk to the beetle here and get a little bit more going on my hightails. Guys, you're going to need like 35 hightail lizards for boot upgrading, and not to mention the jumpsuit. So, you know, it's worth 20 rupees to me, you know, to spend that from time to time just to get a few extra lizards under your belt. Arrows, those are going to come. I'm not really hurting, but since I'm here, I am going to go ahead and just scoop up a few, I suppose. Oh. It's a lot of rupees, though, so I don't like doing a ton of arrow shopping if I can avoid it. Yeah, the ancient shafts sure did. So yeah, what do we need? Like 3 ancient shafts, 3 ancient screws, and 3 ancient cores, I think. I might be wrong on the screws there, but there's 3 of 3 different parts you needed for sure to get that Sheikah Slate upgraded. So yeah, getting back to hightails, guys. Take the time now. Now, normally as part of my rainforest playthrough here, you know, I'll go around and pick up all the rocks in the rainforest, because whether your hightails are spawning in at that time or not, because the game cuts you off, you know, after you collect so many, they just stop spawning in, but you can still find them under rocks. So, you know, right down here especially, just about every single rock that you pick up down in this area, you'll find a hightail. Well, not everyone, probably about half of them, if I'm, you know, being more accurate there. There's probably about, you know, 10 to 15 rocks down there. About half of those rocks are going to have hightails hiding under them. Alright, folks, so let's go get this Hinox dead. Now, I did not do something I should have done, which is cook an attack power meal. That's a fail. And then there's a couple of more goodies on this side of things. So what I might actually do is head north first, eat an attack power meal, and get some of the stuff killed, and with the time remaining, then I'll go do that quick Hinox kill on the back end. But yeah, I need to cook, you know, to get all that party started. So I'll go ahead and break away for that here and get that done. The dilemma of the tomato. And tomatoes are in like everything. The world is not friendly to those who are afraid of tomatoes, that is for sure. And what's even worse is if you accidentally got it on something, or, you know, the waitstaff messes up and they put it on there anyway, it's not like you can just take the thing off. No, it leaks. You know, it gets on everything and it's too late. The whole thing is ruined. Thankfully, it's not raining here. And you know what? Since we're here... Durians, bye-bye! And big hearty radishes. Nice. If I can get those attack meals up into the 20s, that is a good day. And I don't mind cooking these outside of Blood Moon, because it only gives you the 1 extra heart, you know? It's not like... You know, it's nice to have it, don't get me wrong, but it's not so critical. It's not like I won't cook with this stuff outside of a Blood Moon. Yeah, I can probably throw one of these in. Get some stam for a good, you know, fast top off. Actually, we'll do a couple of those since we're here. Better to have it and not need it than to be out and about and really, really wish you had it. Alright, Jordan, good chatting with you, and it was awesome having you. Thanks for catching the live, for sure. Have a good night. Appreciate that. Yep, we'll see you. Alright, and then of course what I'm really here for, and guys, I like to do the 4-ingredient method. You know, 3 minutes, 20 seconds is more than enough time to get through any, you know, major fist fight that you're going to be involved with, and then some. You're usually going to walk away with more time. And, you know, during Blood Moons, you know, I'll toss those same 4 in, and we'll get, you know, hopefully with the Blood Moon, we'll get the time bonus. So I'm really only going to cook a couple of these for now, and I really wasn't thinking about time before. I don't have prongies, so I can't do a Blood Moon. Oh, yeah, Blood Moon bonus. So what I can do... Wait, I don't have golden apples in this game. Disregard that. Yeah, you know, you could cook with the dragon scale, but I don't feel like tracking the dragon down every other minute. And, you know, it's always hit and miss. It may or may not be the time bonus. So, yeah, what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and cook a couple of extra meals for now. And then you can throw a thistle into that too, by the way. So you can do 3 of a good strong, you know, ingredient. Say, for example, the mighty bananas and then 1 thistle. Now, you can't rely on the thistle as a core ingredient, unfortunately, because it just doesn't quite have the same punch. So, you know, it's kind of like it's the black sheep of the attack power meal family. The mighty prongies, on the other hand, do the opposite. It's like the strongest of the batch. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're mixing and matching your different types of food ingredients here. Now what I can do is, whoops, mix and match, whoops, buttons. Mix and match, you know, say 3 food ingredients. And since I just scooped up a beetle, I can actually make a elixir. So as long as you got a critter and a monster part, and I'll go ahead and use a grade A for another extra minute. Never mind. We'll be okay. Yeah, you need those guts for something. I can't remember now which suit that goes into, but, you know, you can see that bumped my time up just a little bit there. Now, if I had done the grade A monster part, you know, instead of that grade B monster part, that would have put an extra minute on there and made that a 6-minute, 10-second elixir. But for now, I think I'm good. You know, I got some hearts. Actually, I might do 1 more on the hearts just because, you know, I'm predicting getting a little bit rolled here moving forward. So what I'll do is just go ahead and toss these durians in. Guys, I'm loving the durians. I have missed you like you don't even know. Alright, folks, with that, let's go do some killing. And with any luck, I can hit these Lizzles that I want to go hit. Go kill that Hinox that I want to go hit. And then, you know, we'll have a Blood Moon. And then that would be perfect timing. And then I could even kind of go back around and do that all over again. Hit those Lizzles again, go back and hit that Hinox again. And probably leave this area with an inventory completely full of, like, royal weapons. Not a bad deal, yo-yo. Oh yeah, I mentioned another bad boy balloon nest. Let's go ahead and hit that. It's on the way. So just to show you where I'm kind of heading. And I might go all the way up here and drop that scale since I've got it. Go ahead and open that shrine up. But what I'm really more interested in, guys, there's Durians, just all sorts of good stuff here in the forest. And let's see how good my memory is here. There's a little sweet spot where there's 3 Lizzles holding a couple of royal weapons. And there's actually 2 different spots where they can be found. And I think one is like right around here somewhere, so that'll get me close. Whoops. Man, I really need a new controller. This is getting bad. That left joystick there. And then there should be another one. I can't remember if it's on the other side of this river or not. I'll know better once, and actually this might even be wrong. I don't think it's that close to this. Doggone it. I don't think it's that close to that area. I think the one I'm thinking of is down here somewhere. That'll probably get me close. And then the other one that I'm thinking of is like right around here somewhere. Again, it's been a hot minute here, so yeah, this will really test my memory. But what I really want from this balloon nest here is the chest loot. There's a gemstone and a weapon of some sort. I can't really now tell you what. Oh, nuts! Ran out of stand there. I got really lucky that he didn't see me. You know, it's funny, playing Tears of the Kingdom, I got those 3 wheels. So it's like, it doesn't quite register in my brain that when I come back over here, I don't have that stamina anymore. So there I am, you know, minding my own business, floating around in the air. And all of a sudden I drop. I'm like, wait a minute, you know, why am I dropping? And then that reminder kick, long throw. You guys already know I'm not collecting that weapon. It's not a great weapon anyway, even with attack power up on it. Okay, nothing really down here worthwhile. But the way I like to get out to where I put those pins, especially the northernmost pin, lots of goodies on the way, guys. Getting there is definitely going to be half the fun here in this area. Guys, I love the rainforest. Like, you know, I said it a lot in Tears of the Kingdom. When I finally got to the desert, I was just loving it, you know. Loving the terrain, the music, the sound effects, just, you know, the temperature, daytime, nighttime stuff I think is fun. It just adds that element, that feel to it, like you're really in the desert. I love the storyline. I like the princess. I like the temple. Just the whole 9 yards. I like Gerudo Town, you know. And here in Breath of the Wild, that's the rainforest for me. Don't get me wrong, you know, Gerudo's still cool. Here in BOTW, you know, you can go Mugdila hunting and stuff. But here in BOTW, I don't know, to me the rainforest is just my go-to biome. And it's really sad that there's not like a divine beast here, you know. It would have been really, really cool to have, you know, I kind of like how they did it on the Great Plateau to a degree. I wish more that they had done that here in the rainforest. Okay, let's see if I can remember where this loot's at now. There should be a whole bunch of gemstones. There's one right there that I almost missed. And it's raining, so it's going to be fun kind of getting around here. And guys, I always use weapons to get these cliff side deals. Look at that. Wow. I guess I forgot how awesome the loot here is in BOTW versus the other game. The other game, that would have been, you know, flint, rock, salt, and maybe you would have gotten lucky and gotten, you know, one other random gemstone there, but yeah. So yeah, this is another reason, guys, I like to kind of take this route. Luminous stones, you know, thinking ahead on what you're going to need in the future. I foresee in the future we are going to need lots and lots of Luminous stones for the Radiant set. I don't remember what that number is, guys, but it's a big number, like 80 or probably even more than that. It's a lot of Luminous stones, especially if you want to upgrade that bad boy all the way to the top level. I normally cut it off, you know, around the 3rd level, because to me that's enough defense rating and stuff. And I just don't want to, you know, sacrifice Luminous stones to get it up to the 4th level. But here in Master Mode, you know, you might want that extra armor. So yeah, we're going to think ahead and we're going to get a whole bunch of Luminous stones going here. Alright, again, trying to pay attention, make sure I'm not missing a bunch of stuff. I think I'm okay. Yeah, another thing we're going to need some Luminous stones for. I like to trade those in, and I think you need like 10 of them, so again, it's not a little number. And when you're talking about a requirement for 80, you know, 10 is a big chunk of that, so... But I will do it one time. I will give him 10 Luminous stones, because I feel like it's worth it for the 2 diamond trade-off. And that's going to be once we hit the fish town, or whatever that's called, the Zora's Domain. There's an NPC there. He wants 10 Luminous stones, and you get a bonus diamond for doing it for the first time only. You know, after that, you'll still get 1 diamond. So I guess it's good, you know, if you really need that diamond to repair one of your Divine Beast weapons or whatever. You know, it depends on how fast and how bad you really want it. But, you know, that is one reason I kind of keep him in the back of my mind. If, you know, I just don't want to go out and farm the diamond. that's another good go-to. But, you know, the sacrificing of the 10 Luminous Stones for it is kind of a tough deal. Now, here I am in the rain, and I need to do a little climbing. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I'm going to try anyway. I do have a little more stamina now, so I might be able to actually make this happen, and I might be able to demonstrate a little bit better climbing in the rain. So I might even have that low-level speed. Okay, so mid-level speed now. I've got my climbing gear going, and then I've got the low-level speed elixir I just drank. So that's going to speed me up, yeah, but it's also going to help me get more steps out of my vertical climb before I slide, which should, you know, save me from having to eat a whole bunch of stamina here. But I know I'm going to be going through it, so, you know, just in case this doesn't work out, I always like to put down that hard save. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate this. So what it is, guys, is you'll have to step, 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 slide, step, 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 slide. And that's the normal. You only get 4 steps. But now that I got the speed stuff going on, it's like 5 or 6 steps. Or, you know, sometimes even more if it's not a real steep grade. But notice, you know, that slide every time. You got to watch that stam. As soon as you run out, do that one final jump. You got to eat that stam. And lucky me, it stopped raining. But I would have made that climb. So just to kind of show you guys how that works. The question you have to ask yourself is, how bad do you want to make the climb? And is it worth the stamina you're going to have to eat to make said climb? And you got to be Johnny on the spot too, because if you screw up and you slide without getting that final jump, you know, then you can go backwards. You can lose altitude. And, I don't know. To me, it's just real tough to do. That's why I always recommend putting that save in place. Just in case you decide to abort. You didn't waste a whole bunch of resources. Alright, there should be some more... I thought there was some more chews coming. Maybe not. Oh, I missed one. Check that out. Loving those bombs, guys. Loving those bombs. Rock and roll. Might as well start collecting the monster parts too while we're at it. You need a lot of that stuff for Fang and Bone. Get you some buy-in power. Get you your monster extract. And guys, monster extract. I might go for more divine beasts earlier on in this playthrough. If for nothing else, that monster extract. The more divine beasts you got done, the more the Fang and Bone shop will sell. Okay, I don't think there's anything else topside, but golly, I can't remember for the life of me. I don't think there is, though. So I'm just going to go ahead and proceed on. I do want to kind of keep an eye on the time here. I started at 9 tonight. So about 30 more minutes will be the 2-hour mark. So yeah, between 30 minutes and an hour from now, I'll probably, you know, go ahead and cut this off. And I definitely want to try my best to, you know, make it up to the rainforest, or not rainforest, the Lost Woods. I mean, if it doesn't work out tonight, it doesn't work out tonight. It's okay. I was just thinking earlier, you know, trying to do that mental planning. I thought that would be a real fun stopping point, getting up there to Hestu one more time. Okay, speaking of Hestu and Korok seeds, we got one here. Nice hiding place for a Korok seed. You know, it's funny, this is one of those trees on your first playthrough, you're like, I bet there's something up there, and sure enough. And guys, that was another thing I really liked about Breath of the Wild here. You know, every time you looked at terrain or a tree or just any odd-looking, you know, mountain peak, 9 times out of 10, if you took the time to go up there, there was something awesome, you know, something super exciting to find. That discovery just kind of kicked in. Tears of the Kingdom, it just doesn't have that feel. You know, you take the time to go climb some mountain peak that you think would have something, it doesn't. It's like, okay, well, that was a lot of fun, you know, climbing that for no reason whatsoever. Or you get all the way up there, and there's like a red rupee. Like, okay, yeah, great, thanks. You know, that was really awesome. Red rupee. Or 5 arrows, you know, or just some other random, you know, worthless junk. I don't know what else to call it. And before I forget, I want my full stealth on. So if you're good, you might be able to find a way to walk up here without having to put this thing down. And it's quite a zigzag, but I can normally get it without dropping the block. That time I was able to do it. Oh, and there's another DLC chest. One I normally don't put on, but I'm going to get it anyway because you can always sell it. If, you know, nothing else. Why isn't this going in there? Oh wait, it doesn't go in there. Yeah, that's right. Alright, and that DLC chest is right under my feet. Nice little tucked away hiding spot for a chest. I haven't had to eat spinach in a while. It's just kind of sitting here looking at me. Alright, folks, there is that. And let's see here, before I move on, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the topside stuff. We will go ahead and open up this shrine. And I can't remember if this is just a blessing shrine or if, you know, there's a test of strength in here or something. I guess I'm about to find out. But I want to get that because I want to get my spirit orbs built up here. The more stam I can get, the better. That is something, you know, I should be more in a hurry. And definitely more willing to go out of my way for, especially, you know, for master mode here. So do you guys like the earlier time, the 9 o'clock thing? Is that a better fit? You know, say like 9 to 11-ish? You know, I'm assuming that's probably a more reasonable time for people who aren't night people. Night owls, I guess, is the right. I only got 2. So this is another place you can trade those things in at, by the way. Not quite there yet. Uh-oh. Wow, I could have sworn I just heard Blood Moon music coming. It must have all been in my head. Yeah, appreciate that, Brad. I would have totally forgotten to get that dragon scale had you not said something. Then I would have gotten here and I would have been like, oh yeah, you know, I totally could have grabbed a dragon scale and then brought that here. Actually, I think I did that in my regular Breath of the Wild walkthrough. I think I got all the way up here and I totally forgot to get a dragon scale, so I had to come back later on in the walkthrough and do that. Thunder Spear. Okay, now guys, normally in the regular mode, I don't stock this type of stuff. Here, Master Mode, I do. Reason being is because you can disarm your enemies with that. And steal their weapon. So, you know, especially if they're holding something real good, that is a real nice, quick go-to that you can do. Get him zapped, you know, he'll throw his weapon, go pick up his weapon, then you can kill him with his own weapon. But the nice thing about that is, especially here in Master Mode, he's not hitting you with that weapon. So, you know, especially if it's a good, strong weapon, that's definitely something you're not going to want to get hit with. All right, appreciate that feedback there. I think I'm going to, you know, just kind of thinking out loud with you here. I think I will keep that 9 o'clock thing going. Not only that for me, you know, I noticed when it was getting midnight later, I was making a bunch of silly mistakes, you know. Like with that Hearty Durian last week, guys, I couldn't, for the life of me, find that Hearty Durian. It was really bugging me. And that wasn't even the nighttime, but, you know, I was up late, and I was tired Sunday, so I just wasn't with it. I wasn't really thinking well. See, I think, you know, for both ends, on the Saturday night playthrough and then the Sunday daytime, I think it'll help me be more well-rested. Not only that, you know, I'm not keeping you guys up super late either, because I know, you guys, I've done the single dad thing. You know, your sleep is precious. It is not optional. You need your sleep. You need your... Yeah. So anyway, getting back to gameplay here. Ooh, Pacific time. So yeah, you're even earlier. That's even better for you. East Coast, it's gonna suck. Yeah, I might even have to try to make it, you know, earlier. I guess we'll have to see. But here it is, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a save. And then it's party time, guys. Here it is. It's combat, BOTW style. Now that is a silver. He is no weak enemy, but guys, we're ready. We can't make ourselves any stronger anymore at this point. We've got our low battery warning, which I'm trying to ignore. We've got our high level attack, you know, output. Bam. We've got our disguise bone attack up. Bam. We've got our Dragon Bone Moblin Club. Bam. Now, this isn't normally something I want to trash my Dragon Bone Moblin Club on. Yeah, I kind of do, I kind of don't. You know, it's not the only one. I can go farm these, you know, pretty quickly. So I'll probably just go ahead and use it. But the fact that we have our stealth. Yeah, I'm going to sneak strike this sucker. 4! Look at that, guys. He's almost dead. I almost one-hit that dude. So that's what I mean. Like this, the DLC, guys, it's worth every penny. I would have paid $20 and so much more just to have this, just to have access to that right there. That the power of the dragon, the bone attack up. Gold rupee, booyah, baby. Yeah, that's where it's at. So right now, guys, right off the Great Plateau, you know, you beeline over here to the rainforest. That opens up the whole game. And that right there is why I like BOTW so much, because it's so much fun. You're in it, you know. You can literally do anything you want right now. Loving it. Every dime I spent on that DLC is worth it. Now you can still do this without having to buy the DLC, but guys, it's a process. You know that Radiant set, it's out here in Gerudo, so you know you have to get out there first of all. You need the rupees for that. And then not only that, you need the Luminous stones. You know, you can't just go out and bone attack up anything. You have to set bonus that. So that's 2 great fairy fountains you have to open up. Like I said, it's a process. It's doable, but it's not going to be right off the Great Plateau. That's probably going to be about halfway through your gameplay. You know, here with the DLCs, it opens up your game right off the bat, right from the beginning. So even if you don't care about the extra storyline, even if you don't care about all the extra challenges that come along with it, even if you don't care about the Master Sword trials, if for nothing else, you get the Phantom Ganon Armor. Booyah. Alright guys, enough about that. I'm just excited and I can ramble there. But now that I've got my meal working, so I'm going to head over here and try to avoid, you know, the combat in the area. All these Lizzles and stuff, they're really not worth my time. There's nothing here that I really want. So I'm going to sidestep, get some Durians. We're going to try to get to those Lizzles before my meal runs out. If not, that's okay. Definitely stop for Hearty Durians here. And I also need to do a better job of looking for lizards. I tend to super speed around everywhere and then, you know, they scare away. What am I up to now? 21? Not a bad start. Still a far cry from the, like, 85 we're gonna need, but not a bad start. Durians, I'm getting built back up as well. So anybody that's watching right now, are any of you guys trying to keep up with my TOTK playthrough? Like, I know when I first started doing the walkthrough, I was like, oh yeah, I'll be able to finish this in a couple of months, you know. So a lot of you guys started new games, unfortunately, and then, you know, found out that it was taking me a long time to make the playthrough. So, you know, I'm learning too as I'm making this thing. I really didn't foresee that, you know, that taking so long. But I am just kind of curious to know if there is anyone out there trying to, you know, just hold off on playing the game on their own until I make the next video, so to speak. Actually, somebody emailed me after the site and said, don't worry about it, take your time. I have 2 profiles going. So they're playing their own game, you know, their own open explore. They're just having fun, you know, exploring, killing, doing shrines, doing regionals, doing their own thing. And then they also have another profile saved where when I do make a new video, they log into that one and, you know, they just kind of follow along and they play the game that way. So that was quite an honor to know somebody was going through that much trouble. But I'm really glad they're enjoying the game nonetheless. Alright, folks, now I mentioned a Lizzle nest, and I think I'm awful close to it. Nope. I need to go further up this direction. I think. Normally, once I get over here and I can, you know, get a good look at the terrain, it kind of starts coming back to me. So yeah, I think it's actually right over here. Let's see how close my first pin estimate was. Not very close at all. Whoops. That button, guys, it's killing me. But before we go over there's some more goodies. I just let a beetle get away. I saw that one too. At the last second, I was like, oh, stop right now. Too late. Another question that I'd like some feedback on is, for those of you that have been catching my lives and or watching the recordings of said lives, do you like the long format? Do you like watching me run around, you know, taking the extra time, watching me doing the farming, you know, listening to the discussion? Or, you know, is it just too time consuming and you'd like to see more of a condensed version of the Master Mode playthrough? So in other words, I did figure out a way to record and be able to edit these. Now, of course, the live feed is still going to get posted on the live tab, but I can also make a side, you know, playthrough where it is edited, cut down. You know, a lot of this stuff in between is just getting sped up or cut out, you know, completely, just showing, you know, key things. If there is interest in that, I'd be happy to put that together. I can't promise it'll be anytime soon. You know, that might be getting done on the back end, or maybe after, you know, X number of videos, I'll go through and do some editing. But what I don't want to see happen is me doing this walkthrough and then it taking, you know, months and months and months to finish. So I don't know, you know, I'll have to stew on that a little bit more to see when I would actually do it. But I just want to know if the interest is even there. Okay, awesome to know, Brad. Thanks. And yeah, and I think I kind of already got the gist of that, you know, just in your comments and stuff. You do kind of tend to tell me a lot. Yeah, I, you know, kind of went over here and got all these and got all that, and uh-oh, look at that. It happened. So yeah, you know, I definitely appreciate you trying to pace my recordings there, and I am, again, sorry it's taken so long. But now that, you know, I've gotten most of the normal game stuff out of the way, like we've got our super suits, you know. Really, it's just the regionals, the final 5th sage. And then, you know, the other stuff is just going to be fun, free things. So I think at some point that the walkthrough will pick up in speed, you know, like, and how quickly I can put new content out. Because once I get to the point where, you know, the storyline stuff is done and Ganon's done, or whatever, Ganondorf, you know, I won't have to spend so much time learning what I'm doing. I'll just be able to open, like, a dungeon map and just kind of do it on the fly, you know, do some random area, find the Koroks, find the treasure, do the shrine, you know. So yeah, at some point the TOTK videos will come out a lot quicker. You know, it's just the temples, you know, those are time consuming. There's time that goes into those behind the scenes. The 5th sage, there's going to be some time that goes into that behind the scenes. The final fight with Ganondorf, the final castle and all that. Yeah, I'm gonna play that through several times. Make sure when I go in there to do the videos, you know, I'm fluent and I'm not stuttering and I'm not, you know, messing up my foreign language there. Alright guys, so yeah, this is definitely the sweet spot. Now, I'm gonna have to pay a little bit of attention here before I get into it. Definitely save that game. My rule number 1. Okay, good to know, Jackie. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, you know, and I'll try to find a happy medium in there. You know, it won't be chopped up to the point where, you know, a lot of the fun stuff is omitted. I'm trying to find a good balance there with TOTK, but sometimes I feel like I chop too much out, you know? I don't know. I'm just trying to do different things because the channel doesn't do real good, unfortunately. So, you know, I don't know YouTube well. I don't understand why that's happening. The only thing I can assume is, you know, if I just keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, that's that whole definition of insanity thing. So, I don't know. Yeah, that's something that, you know, I'll experiment with more and more. And if I start noticing, you know, the longer videos, say, you know, getting more views than the short videos, then I'll know that's the direction I need to go. And vice versa, if I see all the short chopped up videos getting the views and then the long videos not getting views, then again, that'll kind of help direct future video content. But the more you guys talk about this stuff, the better. The more that'll help me, for sure. So thank you, you know, for taking the time to mention that. Yeah, Brad. The multiple profiles thing, that's huge. You know, I didn't even think about it from that perspective. I just do it for myself for experimentation, but it's nice to have the two games, you know, actually multiple. I have, you know, normally 5 or 6 profiles I'm bouncing between. Because if something happens in one game, you're like, wait a minute, time out, you know, what happened? What did I do? Or what if I went over here first, you know, a long time ago? Then you can open up one of those other profiles and just experiment. And, you know, if you botch it or whatever, it's another profile, who cares? So yeah, just, there's a lot of applications for that multiple profile thing. Alright guys, enough jibber jabber. Back to our gameplay here. Unfortunately, you know, I don't multitask well, so it's kind of one or the other sometimes. But I do like to put all of these guys on ice. Now, this is Master Mode, guys, so you don't need a good bow here, you know. These Knight's bows are my new burner bows. But, unfortunately, I don't have my yellow rune activated right now, so I cannot see these guys very good. Whoops. There I go. Trying to tip my arrows again. So, yeah, like I said, Master Mode, you know. Look at that, my attack power meal is already gone. I like to kill the first enemy or I like to kill the last enemy I put on ice first. And that's because, you know, that regen starts up. So the first two are already recharged or almost recharged. The last one I put on ice, I still got a good head start on damage there. So now, of course, as I've been talking, he already started regenerating some health. Uh-oh. Problems. Okay, there's where my ice arrows come in to play. Okay, now he had a royal freaking claymore, so that is already worth coming here for. That can go. Booyah, baby. Loving it. Okay, so he's already, yeah, so this is going to get real hairy real quick. That's one thing I noticed, guys. TOTK, you get a lot more time with these guys on ice. BOTW, you don't get a very big window there. So what I'm going to do here is try to get myself in control of this battlefield quickly. And I got to pay attention to my arrows here. I got 8 left. Okay, so again, the last one I put on ice first. And try to control where they land. This way, you know, there's something stopping them so they don't fly halfway across Hyrule after you smack them that second time. It kind of keeps you more in control. Oops. So yeah, probably, you know, tested a couple of extra ice arrows there, but worth it, guys. Again, this is a real good spot here for weaponry. Getting better and better. Wow, I'm really, really glad I got that extra inventory before coming out here. It's filling up fast. Okay, gotcha. Thanks. So yeah, you know, that being said, what I might do then is chop some of the stuff out, like me going to the restroom, you know, things like that. So it'll still shorten it. But, you know, there's still more meat in the video that way. Alright, folks, another thing I like about this spot, in addition to the freaking awesome weapons, gemstones, baby. The more the merrier. And I'm getting really good gemstone drops right now. Uh-oh. What is that? Must have been something I dropped. All I know is it's metal, and I do not want to get zapped. Okay, there are some more goodies around here, and normally I hit another little Lizzle nest. I don't think that pin is right. I don't remember having to cross a river for it, so I think it's probably around here somewhere. Again, you know, more goodies there, gemstones, weapons. But, you know, attack power meal shortage, and my inventory's already kind of filling up. I might just leave them alone for now and go get that Hinox. I don't know, I wish I could remember what they were holding. And even more so, I wish I could remember exactly where they were. Okay, there's a bad boy nest over there that normally has some pretty good loot, like especially for cooking ingredients. Tough fight though. Black, silvers, not urgent. We're going to come back to that. Not only that, there's a spear in that chest, and it's a leveling chest, so that's probably one better, you know, saved for later anyway. For when I'm getting royal weapon drops, I can come back here and deal with all that. And get a royal halberd out of the deal. Okay, yep, there's my lightning damage. Oh, he's about to get lit up. Bam! Loving it. So yeah, another cool thing about thunderstorms is sometimes you can just wait for the lightning to do the dirty work for you. So that's one. There should be 2 more Lizzles left here. So, you know, since the lightning already killed one of them for me, I might just go ahead and deal with this nest. Uh-oh. That is about to throw my loot all over the place. Sadly. Okay, lucky for me, the weapon stayed where it was. Right in the face. Now that bone attack up with that bow that I just used, that gave me a real good head start on damage there. I thought I was going to get electrocuted on that one. That was real close to his horn. I got lucky there. Alright guys, you know me and my two-handed swinging weapons, so now's where it gets fun. I probably don't need that garbage anymore. And if I have to choose between the two, I'll hold on to that claymore instead of that. And I do want to... yeah, that spear is probably no good. That can go. I've got that other one-handed there. That's better anyway for Guardian. Okay, I'm going to try to get the headshot here if I can find it. I missed. Okay, now this is a dangerous situation. If he locks onto me with that, I'm going to be eating more spinach here. So in these cases, I like to reset my battlefield with a little bit of airtime. Okay, there he goes again. Oh, nuts! I did not take my bow. Oh, he got me! It's spinach time! Twice! He really got me there. And I forgot to put down a hard save, so yeah. That's going to cost me a lot of spinach. This container's going to be gone! Wait. Wow. There's a leaf in there that was a little extra on the tart side. Oh, no! It's the taste of the spinach. It's throwing me off. Yes, I'm eating healthy tonight. Thank you for noticing. Alright, yeah, so I didn't see that spear, the Guardian Spear, which means I got lucky with an autosave there. Maybe I can actually hit the head this time. There it is. They usually get away from me before I can start locking on with the spin attack, but that time I was able to get him. That's close enough. And that's actually a pretty good spear, guys. It's got decent attack damage output. They break awful fast, though. That's one of those, you know, it's going to be gone in 10 swings. So I normally don't stock them unless I just really, really need it. But honestly, my inventory's looking pretty good right now, so... Where did my Durian go? Alright, and there should be some more gemstones. Lots of Durians in this spot, though, so yeah, take a moment, you know. I'm gonna probably just kind of get a move on here. I've been stuck in this spot for a bit. Thought there were more gemstones right here, so I'm either missing them. Actually, this might be it right here. Oh wow, that just happened. It's been a while since I've blown myself up with bombs, so you know, I guess I was due. It's funny, somebody actually emailed me and said, you know, you do this stuff on purpose, it's not funny, whatever. I don't watch your videos for this, that, and the other. I'm like, okay, thanks for the feedback, you know, cool, cool. But no, it's not on purpose, sadly. I don't multitask well, and I know I talk about that all the time, but that affects my gameplay. And you know, it's funny because I'll go back and, you know, I'll be doing my video editing, and yeah, I just walk right into it. I'm like, really? I did that? I walked right into that? But when I'm actually playing the game, I'm not even looking at it. Like, I don't see it. It's not there. Because, like, I'm laser focused on something else. My parents used to call that tunnel vision. They're like, you need to pay attention to your surroundings, you know? Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's kind of like, you know, I'm looking at the fire hydrant and I don't see the giant bus coming. So, you know, again, that affects my gameplay, sadly. Alright, folks, so yeah, I was pretty close with that. Doggone. My buttons. I was pretty close with that spot there. So now that I've got my Lizzles, I've got my weapons, I've got my gemstones. It's Hinox time. We made it. And that's pretty much it for the rainforest for now. We're going to be coming back here, you know, at some point. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I got to eat another mouthful of spinach here in just a moment. So yeah, we're going to go get my Hinox. We're going to go get that shrine I mentioned. That'll be our 4th spirit orb. From there, we'll start heading to the Korok forest. I might even go get another stamina vessel, you know, since I can. Make sure I save that. I don't want to deal with, you know, Lizzles again if I don't have to. And guys, it's 6:50 p.m. I have a real strong feeling it's going to be a blood moon night. Now, I don't have a ton of cooking ingredients. So it's not an important blood moon for cooking, per se. It's more of an important blood moon so I can go back around and... And honestly, I'm not going to go kill the Lizzles again, but I will, you know, hit this Hinox again. Get a couple of royal bows. I don't even know why I tried. I knew that was a chest I didn't want. And, yeah. Uh-oh. Something almost aggroed him. I don't know what that would have been. Probably wildlife. if you spook a bird, you know, or something like that, or a squirrel, that can kind of get these guys like, oh, what's going on? Now, guys, I was talking earlier about, you know, the trick where you can just walk on these guys. There it is. As long as you got full stealth, you can do this. Now, you know me personally, I want to kill them, so I am. And folks, I've got a real good, surefire technique for taking these down just really quickly. You got to get right up close and personal to his nasty feet here. Look at them toenails. It looks like he's got some fungus going on there. I think they have medication for that. But yeah, honestly, this is so simple, so easy. You might be thinking, whoa, this is Master Mode, you know, we're not ready for this yet. Yeah, you are. As long as you got that bone attack up, you got your Dragon Bone Moblin Club, and you got a high-level attack power meal, you're ready. That's all you need. So go ahead and eat that bad boy. Now, in case you're wondering where I got my Dragon Bone Moblin Club, that was in a prior video. And I'll just go ahead and check on the map real quick. Real easy spot you can get one. That's not right. There's a silver bobkin right by this tree, I think. Okay, maybe that was right. I don't remember. You're going to see a silver bobkin around here somewhere with a Dragon Bone Moblin Club. So you can actually just smack him in the face with a shock arrow. And assuming you've got a space in your inventory open, you can just pick his weapon up and then come back over here and kill the Hinox. You don't even have to deal with that bobkin. So alright guys, here it is. Take the weapon out. Now I don't have the stamina, so I'm going to have to keep a real close eye on the stamina. But what I like to do is just stand here and swing. And when he stands up, you're still going to hit toenails, you know. Ouch. I was a little too close to his toenails there. And I want to demonstrate this the right way. Oh man, I gotta eat another mouthful of spinach! But yeah, I want to demonstrate this the right way, so I'm going to try to redo that. Speaking of spinach, I know I'm slacking over here. The healthy eating continues. You know, I don't know if I should count my experimentation deaths. Okay, so yeah, you want to be up and, you know, close and personal to his feet, but you don't want to be right on him like I was. You probably want a little bit of, you know, of a gap there. That should probably, you know, about be right. And the reason is so that when he pops up on his feet, you can still clip his toenails with that spin attack. Get back here. Okay, well, I still didn't do that right. When I have my full stamina, I'll be able to show that better. The idea... Freaking spinach. The idea is you should be able to eat... my spinach! You should be able to just stand there and swing away. You know, assuming you got all three stamina wheels, he'll pop up, and his feet will be right where you want them, and you'll just keep on, you know, doing your damage. So anyway, yeah, later on we'll show that real good. Royal bow, baby! Wow, I really don't want to drop anything, but I kind of do, you know. That Royal Broadsword is going to be a lot better, durability-wise especially, than them boomerangs. Them boomerangs are going to break pretty quick. Hence the reason I wanted the extra inventory coming out here. So there it is, guys, 8:35 p.m. Now what I'll probably do... Now I'll just let it play out. In fact, before Blood Moon ends, I might even be able to go kill another Hinox here quickly. Since we're on the subject. And I also need to pay attention to time. It is 11. So if I want to keep these to 2.5 hours, I've got 30 minutes to try to get up to the rainforest. If we don't make it, that's okay. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow at 1, by the way, for us Central Time Zone folk. Okay, and I don't want to go through the trouble of... Oh wait, did I get this Dragonbone Moblin Club before or after the last Blood Moon? If I got it before, I need to go get another Dragonbone Moblin Club real quick. I just can't for the life of me remember. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to break off. We're going to go check on that real quick. Which means I'm going to save my game here. In case that doesn't pan out, I can, you know, get back to where I left off and... Yep, that Hinox did. If I decide to challenge myself with the spinach, you know, for death, I'm going to need more spinach next time. But honestly, I called it. I said in the first 5 minutes of tonight's live, I would be dying. You guys would witness death more than once. And it's because I knew I would be getting into combat. And I'm rusty, and I'm not quite as skilled as I was in the game on my first go-around, for sure. Yep, he's got it, baby! Gimme, gimme, gimme. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just zap him, you know, steal it, whatever. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a blank inventory spot, so... I'm going to have to make one. That's tough. Yeah. And I could kill him, but I don't want to trash the... yeah, no. I'm not too worried about him right now. I'm actually more concerned about the Hinox. Actually, no. This is a silver. That's gemstones. If I'm going to kill any of them, this should be it. That was a lucky sneak strike, by the way. And that's courtesy of the stealth set. If I didn't have full stealth right now, he probably wouldn't have, you know, question marked out the way he did. Alright. So yeah, gemstones. Another reason I love Master Mode. You have immediate access to all the gemstones you want, assuming you're willing to, you know, start going through your weapons. And even risk a little bit of death. Thanks, Brad. Yeah, perfect. Like, wow, I didn't even, like, plan it out that way. It was just kind of a happy accident that, you know, I did. So yeah, I'll be able to get 3 Dragonbone Moblin Clubs here right off the freaking bat. Loving it. $9.40. Where's my blood moon? Either it's hidden or it's not the night. And if it's not the night, killing these Hinox that I just killed and then this one, and I might even go out and find another one or two, then that'll be the night. Kind of feels like it should be a blood moon though. Might not just be up yet. Nope, no blood moon. Wow. That really surprises me. I really thought with the kills that would have put me over. You know, he's a blackie. His weapons, not for me. So it kind of makes me wonder if I even want to kill him anymore. Other than for the KO credit, you know, there's really nothing here. I've got the attack power meal working, why not? Always put that save down, guys, just in case things go horribly, horribly wrong. And I have not had to say that in a hot minute now, so I'm kind of glad I had the opportunity. Okay, bone attack up, bone. Yep, rock and roll. Okay, that went a little more smooth. So maybe they stand up a little bit differently, you know. It's kind of... I'm not as well versed in this. Maybe, you know, that's a difference between TOTK and BOTW here, is the way the Hinox pop up onto their feet after they wake up. Because I notice in TOTK I don't have to move my character around. Here, so far, I have had to do that. So I don't know, I'll pay a little bit more attention to that here moving forward. I probably don't want this weapon, but I'm going to check it anyway. Yeah, I don't want it. They're great for durability. But honestly, I've got bigger and better, so... kind of silly to, you know, drop a good strong weapon in lieu of that. Okay, it's just a burner bow anyway, so I don't care about the attack up. Alright, folks, what I'm going to do now is go to my... Ooh, I don't have the dueling peaks. Yeah, I do. I'm going to go talk to my handy-dandy Blood Moon guy and see if I've got a Blood Moon coming. Good stuff. Now if I die again, I'm out of spinach. And I don't have any other nasty vegetables in the house, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to punish myself yet if I die again. Maybe I'll just, you know, I don't know, not die again. Whoop. And I actually wasn't paying attention there. I could have passed it to nighttime again and then checked on the blood moon, but oh well, it's too late. It's already done.
Hey! Huh?
Did I hit the wrong? Oh, tonight's moon. That's right. I didn't read it. Okay, no blood moon yet. Oh, wow. I'm really surprised. I was really anticipating one coming up. Especially with having, you know, killed some stuff there. Okay, well. Scoop up the free lootables and we are out of here. So, folks, I'm going to hit the shrine. Now, unfortunately, there's no fast way over here. Because you cannot recall the horse. I don't know why, but the ancient saddle just doesn't work over here. So that might be my quickest route. Wow, Sean RF, I never heard that before. I never, you know, with all the time I put into BOTW 6 years ago, the thought never even crossed my mind that real time might, you know, affect the gameplay somehow. Yeah, I'll pay attention to that, though. Thank you so much for saying something about that. That, you know, that started coming to me in TOTK with you guys, you know, telling me about real-time requirements, like with dragon spawns and stuff, you know, farming dragon scales and things of that nature. I was like, oh wow, I never considered real-time being a thing, but yeah, it is absolutely a thing, especially in TOTK. But now that I'm aware of that, you know, doing this playthrough in BOTW here, maybe I'll be able to lock that down. So I don't remember when my last... Wait a minute. If it was 2 hours and 45 minutes of active gameplay, I've already exceeded that. I think. Maybe not. Maybe we're close. Yeah, we'll figure this out for sure. Definitely appreciate this though. This really gives me something to play with here. Loving it. You know, half the fun for me, guys, of doing video games is the figuring it out. Yes, it can get frustrating. Yes, I have probably, you know, started male pattern balding or whatever earlier than, you know, I needed to. Because it can get frustrating, especially when you know, you have to play the game again for 10 hours straight just to find out if this did it. And then you find out it didn't. It's like, okay, that sucks. But at the same time, I enjoy it. Genuinely, it's fun. It's the thrill of the hunt, but, you know, applying that to a puzzle. So, yeah, keep it coming. I love this stuff. And, you know, it's not about who's right or who's wrong to me. It's about the thrill of the hunt. So definitely keep challenging me, you know, keep these thoughts and ideas coming. Okay, gotcha. So just because I played the game for 2 hours and 45 minutes doesn't necessarily... Ooh, I'm going to get it lit up. I was not paying attention. I normally kind of divert there and go up and around that hill so I can avoid the cluster of enemies there. Because, guys, they are accurate. They are deadly freaking accurate with them freaking arrows, man. I never ride my horse through there. I can't believe I just did that. Totally brain farted. Not to mention we got this Lynel coming up. Actually, I could kill the Lynels! What? You guys want to see a Lynel fight? I kind of want to do a Lynel fight. I mean, I don't need it, you know, the weapons aren't anything. It's all garbage, you know, low-level Lynel crap. But, oh wait, I don't have my bow. Wait, stand by, I do have a Forest Dwellers. And these are reds. Are these reds? Or they should be blue because this is Master Mode. You know what, I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and get the shrine and then we're going to hop down here and see what I'm dealing with. If they're blues, I'm probably not going to want to deal with them right now. I'm going to want to go get that Lynel bow first. You can probably do it with the Forest Dwellers, but... You know what, we're going to go for it. Instead of me sitting here playing, you know, guessing games and 20 questions. I'm just going to save the game and we're going to go for it. If it works out, we win. If it doesn't work out, we win. It'll be fun either way. Okay, there are some lootables here that I'm totally spacing on, but they're worth our while, so I'm going to kind of recharge stam and go the right way here. Because, guys, Swift Violets, you know, getting back to early game, you know, thinking ahead, that's another hot spot there, them Swift Violets. Now, there's some good looting spots for those, you know, especially where there's waterfalls and stuff. But it's a big number that you're going to need, especially if you want to do your suit upgrading. So, yeah, get them now, you know, start getting them early. For sure. Can't see where I'm going here. I did not farm it yet, Sean. Thanks for asking. That's coming up. That's one thing I wanted to do tonight before I cut video. I wanted to haul butt out toward the name's been eluding me tonight. It's like every time I think about it, I have this hiccup where I can't remember the name. The Lost Woods. I really wanted to get out that direction. Maybe not all the way to the Lost Woods, but out that direction at least for the Lynel bow. There's a mighty Lynel bow in a Master Mode chest that I absolutely want to grab. Ooh, I barely made that final jump there. And then, yeah, I'm going to go smack that Lynel on the Great Plateau in the face a few times with that bow. And, you know, with any luck, we'll get an attack power up on that. If not, that's okay. It'll all work out. And, yeah, we got our bone attack up, and then we'll finish him off on the ground. Should be fun. I guess I need to pay a lot more attention to my time here. So yeah, I'll come back and get this shrine later so I can, you know, make this happen tonight. I'll come play with this blue Lynel later, you know. Actually, I don't think I'm going to be able to do all that unless I just go straight there. Yeah, we're gonna go straight freaking there. Because the way I'm thinking right now is if this works out, if I can go get that Lynel killed, then I can, you know, just go do all the Lynels. I don't need to worry about nitpicking and dealing with blues first with my Forest Dweller's bow. It shouldn't take that long to go out there. I might hit a shrine or two along the way, just, you know, for travel gate purposes. And there's actually a couple of those Lynel bows. Alright, let's go! LL Shock. Get her done. The thing I like about these 5-star speedsters, guys, you know, it's worth the time to reload the save a few times. If you didn't get the 5-star speedster, you know, you took the time and rode it all the way back and it wasn't, you know, it's worth it. It just cuts down on so much time traveling around in this game. You know, it really opens up the ability to just kind of to rocket yourself out somewhere, scoop something up real quick, and then get back into the fight or whatever you were doing, you know. It ain't nothing but a thing. Absolutely love my 5-star speedsters. Now, there's a lot of questions out there. You know, what's the fastest horse? You know, isn't it the Lord of the Mountain? Isn't it the giant horse? Sadly, no. You know, I broke out the stopwatch one day, and I really wished I had recorded this process. I just, you know, did it during my experimentation long before I ever did videos. But it was just my own personal curiosity. I'm like, well, how do they stack? How do they stack up? You know, how do they compare? So yeah, I did. I just got the stopwatch out and I started at the stable and I found a place like way out somewhere down a path or trail, and I just kept, you know, spurring the horse. Bam, bam, bam. Every time that spur reset, and I could hit the button again, bam, hit the spur again. And I saw how long it took me to get to the tree or whatever, you know, the statue or whatever I decided to end that test run at. Then I got the other horse and then I compared it. And I saw how long it took me to get to that spot. If it took longer, I'll know the first horse was quicker. If it was quicker, then I'll know that was the new quickest horse. Yeah, and sadly, the Lord of the Mountain, it matched the 4-star speedster horse. So it is not 5-spur in the speed category for sure. The next best horse was the giant horse. Now the difference was you had to keep spurring the 5-star speedster horse to make it faster than the giant horse. If you just wanted to ride the horse like casual speed like this, then I noticed the giant horse was a little quicker. So I guess, you know, it depends on how you're riding the horse. If you're spurring the horse, you can't beat the 5-star horse. Loving it. Now I think you can feed it a carrot and make it a little quicker. I never actually timed that though, so I don't know. You know, maybe the carrot does make it faster, and maybe that would be a fun experiment to do here in the lives. I don't know. But, shiny rocks, guys, I know. I am not here for any of this. I strictly want a Lynel bow. I know I'm bad bypassing just tons of goods. There's shrines, there's Koroksies, there's literally shiny rocks. Gemstones, but yeah, I'm just really locked onto this Lynel hunt. Okay, give me a second here. Whoa, we don't need all that going on. Pop goes the weasel. Ooh, look at that. I can even tech refresh my bow. Okay, so yeah, we got... Oh, come on. Gotcha. So there it is, guys. Mighty freaking Lynel bow. Can't beat it. Right off the Great Plateau. Super easy to get to. That's gone. Okay, it is not bumped. Because that was a weapon being wielded by just, you know, a random enemy. So now if we want a Lynel bow with a bump, there's another spot we can go get that. Yes, please. That's hard to pass up. That's freaking royal bow equivalent right there. Nice. So yeah, I don't have the map. That's actually up the road here a bit. I don't know if I've got time to go get this. I'm going to go check it out anyway. Just because we're on this subject. But wow, yeah, I've got like 10 minutes left. Pass. We're out of time. So yeah, if I want to make these Lynel kills happen, we're just going to have to go get her done. Honestly, though, it's a good fun way to end a video. Do some Lynel killing. Kind of what I've been building up this whole video for, really. Yeah, again, Sean, I'm not sure. Like, this would be fun to do sometime. Just kind of break out the old stopwatch, you know, get all the horses. So it's going to take time to get all the horses, you know, registered. I'll have to go do the giant horse, you know, quest. But yeah, that'll be fun. You know, I can run my amiibos and try to get a Pona. And just go crazy and experiment. Kind of see what's what, because, you know, I'm curious. I didn't test all of them. I just was really testing the Lord of the Mountain and the giant horse. Alright, folks. I'm going to get myself positioned here real good so that if I mess this up, you know, I can reload a save and already be ready to get right back into the fight. So I'll probably do that from my perch up here before I do my flying. Unfortunately, I don't have the stamina for a big... Yeah, this is going to be difficult. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be a tough Lynel fight because I don't have the stam. Doable, but it's going to be a tough fight. I'll have to be more cognizant of that fact. There I go with the tool and sneeze. That is not this game. Alright, so yeah, we're doing this one first for sure, and I did not get... No, we're not going to fly down from here. We're going to do it from the temple. For one, I've got enough altitude to do that from over here. And for two, it's a lot closer. It's a quicker flight, so I'll have more stamina when I get there. Yeah, that stamina, unfortunately, that's going to be a problem. So I'll probably have to eat a recharge meal before I start doing the bow and arrow. Which is okay. I cooked the meals. Let's use them. Okay, this is actually just the right altitude. This will give me some sideways momentum, so don't be falling out of the sky already heading down toward the ground. You're going to want to be going as horizontally as possible. And guys, I totally forgot to eat my meal. Wow. I am not with it. 320, 320. My extra hearts. Arm up, suit up, and eat up, right? Follow your own advice, lore. Okay, I got my dragon. That one's going to break too, by the way, so I don't want to tech refresh weapons in the middle of this fight. I'm going to go in with a good, fresh Dragon Bone Moblin Club for this one. Got my arrows ready to rock and roll. That's it. Dragon Bone up. Yep. Let's party. Let's see if I can hit all these headshots. It's going to be tough to do. There's my recharge meal I was talking about, and that's okay. We cooked it for a reason. Okay, all the headshots you can get, guys. Headshots absolutely critical here. You can see I'm just melting right now. Now, I am going to take advantage of a quick mount because I'll be down. Normally, I like to just kind of go in and start doing the swinging, but again, stamina. I'm going to try to do this fight a little bit differently here. Okay, as much as I can do in the air before... Yep, there he goes. Let's see if I can get this held off with the mount. There we go. Oh no, I didn't get the bow! Okay, so what should have happened there was I should have launched off of him. I didn't. So I should have been able to headshot him again from the air. So yeah, I really screwed this up. But the nice thing about that attack he just did is updraft, guys. Oh, I couldn't get over there in time. There's some more spinach, man. Okay, I didn't get my updraft, sadly. Okay, so there goes shield number one, and I just died. Okay, so I really screwed that up. So what I should have done there was I should have mounted, gotten my swings in, and then jumped off my horse with the X button. That would have given me some more airtime with the bow. And then I could have gone to town on that headshot more. This low stamina really makes this fight tough, though. So I'm going to give this one more try. If I can't get it, I can't get it. It was a good try. This time I'm going to eat my attack power meal before I get into this fist fight. And I'm out of spinach, so I'm going to have to figure out another way to punish myself for that death. Okay, and I think I need to get my weapon. Oh, wow, that just happened. Another reason I like to save my game frequently, even if I don't mess up in my gameplay, I have a bad tendency to push the wrong button and just do something stupid. Eat a meal, you know? And it's like, okay, I just did that. Reload save, you know? Alright, let's try this one more time here. So attack power, check. Extra hearts. Check. Club. Check. Bow, check. And just so I don't have to think about all that all over again, just in case I botch it again. Alright, so right in his face. Gotta make these headshots count. As much time in the air as possible. That was another thing I kind of messed up on before. I really didn't have a lot of hang time there. Let's see if I can do a better job, and I'm going to try not to talk this time. A little bit better focus. Am I hitting headshots? I'm not hearing the ding like I am. I don't see his health just melting, so I'm probably not hitting the headshots here very well. I'm going to try not to mount. I'm just going to see what I can do here. Because I got my stealth on. See, that's another thing I was forgetting about. If you have your stealth on, he can't find you. Well, he probably can now. I might have to break out my shield here, see if I can get it done. I got it done. Okay, so yeah, I was kind of brain farting there. I don't need to mount and do the headshot thing. That's too difficult, especially with the stamina restriction right now. So because we've got that stealth, that enables you to just kind of get behind your Lynel. And I talked about the freaking long throw, man. Really? Oh, okay, that makes up for it. I don't care about the long throw. That can be long throw all day long. I got my bow. Bye-bye! Loving it. This is when I get excited, guys. I absolutely love this game. And you know what? That mighty Lynel bow, that can go. It is no longer worthy. Okay, that's about to break, but I'm not going to dump it yet. That's a lot of damage output when it gets to final swing, double damage. So bond attack up, attack power meal, that's a massive blow to whatever that hits. Kind of funny, I got all these awesome weapons and I never even used them. So yeah, anyway, getting back to your Lynel, assuming you're locked on now, you have to be holding that left trigger down. But, your Lynel, he's going to snap out of it, and then he's going to kind of like, kind of look to the left. He's going to kind of jump and look to the right. And he's going to have trouble finding you. If he can't find you, he's going to go to do that roaring attack. So yeah, having the stealth is absolutely key to being able to pull off that Lynel, at least with that that strategy that I just showed you. I'm sure there's other strategies out there for this Lynel, but having your bone attack up, the stealth, just all the way around, that's the way I like to go. Okay, guys, and since I've got my attack power meal here running, I'm just going to go for it. Try to get one more Lynel kill in before I call it quits. Now, this is probably kind of stupid because, the weapons I already know aren't going to be worth it. But it's still fun. Yes, sir. GG's indeed. So, folks, I'm going to go ahead and do my outro here. Regardless of what happens with this Lynel, this is going to go ahead and conclude video. So, thanks so much for joining, hanging out with me, playing the game, following along with the live here. Definitely enjoy having you guys. Definitely enjoy chatting with you guys real time for sure. We're definitely going to keep these lives going. So, folks, thank you so much. I definitely hope that helps you all out. And as always, until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting. Alright, guys, let's see what happens. And I got this crazy bow, so, This is gonna be a blue Lynel, yeah. But I'm probably gonna get this guy dead from the air. And if I don't, I'll just toast that dragon bone on this guy. Wham! Look at that guy just melt! Yeah, I'm not even gonna waste the bow. I'm just gonna get it done. Actually, yeah, we're gonna mount because that won't do any weapon damage here, if I can. Come on, baby. Nope. Didn't get it. Ouch. I don't know, I thought I'd get lucky there, it just didn't work out. But like I said, this was experimentation only. Let's see if I can get him this time. Okay, jump. That's what I was trying to do. Oh, I ran out of stamina. Anyway, that's what I was trying to do the first time. Oh, I missed his headshot. Oh, good. Fire attack. Updraft, bye-bye. There it is. Ah, get up there! Oh, come on, Link! What are you doing, brother? You had the updraft! What was the malfunction? Alright, anyway, you guys saw what I was going for. It just didn't quite work out the way I wanted. Anyway, folks, again, best of luck to you and happy hunting. Oh, did the stream end? Am I still streaming? Just in case I'm still streaming, in my defense, I'm old. Actually, yeah, I'm still streaming. My bad. Well, I might as well just type a farewell message. Hey guys, thanks for all the love there at the end. Definitely appreciate y'all. And I'm glad you're enjoying the lives. Definitely was an experiment, but it's definitely working out. So yeah, we're definitely going to keep these things going. And a good night to you guys too as well. Definitely enjoyed hanging out with y'all. Alright, now I'm going to try to end the stream, you know, the right way. So we'll definitely catch you guys all later. Have a good night.